the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. For the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The gun now on 3rd down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their 38. Now Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tucker. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick, his throw incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
34-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Fulton. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
56, 56, check 56.
Now a give right side. Fulton. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. 56. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You got nothing to work. You got nothing.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch 36.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
It's a first down, Washington, on a pickup of 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second down, it's Gibson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Do that again, baby. Do it again.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far.
They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. O'Shane Zimenez. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Just like that. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, That means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked them down in a hurry.
On second down, here's Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Looking to throw.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
Okay, ready? 5, 36. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Exit.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 19 yards away. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Line 36. Line 36. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Line 36. Line 36. Bandit.
Fitzpatrick.
We'll find Gibson here, complete.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Tie it right. Hey, 4 down. Line 36. Line.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Coming after you. Line 36. Line 36.
From the gun on third down. Fitzpatrick. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a first down, Washington, on a pickup of 18.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
52 right here. 52. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Tie it run. Tie it run. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ready up. Watch right. Watch right. Let's go one more. Check 26. Check 26.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
They'll try to throw here. Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Now a toss coming right side. Gibson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Let's put that team on a hunt. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Off the play fake. Fitzpatrick. That one caught by Gibson. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Osborne. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50. Come on, D!
To throw, Fitzpatrick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll drop to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to Slayton.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Quick hitch, complete. It's Tucker. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, You're rushing him deeper than normal, and I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 50's the mark. 50.
Fitzpatrick now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 20-yard touchdown.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
2nd and 1.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young
in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I got him. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56. Check 56. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
56 the mic.
Barkley, toss play left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington,
they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the rough season continues as they've plunged to 1-13. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.